So do you know any annoying people that drive you crazy? Well, we all do, right? That happens to all of us. Well, how would you like a simple solution to no longer be annoyed by other people? This is going to be a little bit tough to hear, but whenever we're annoyed at somebody, the problem is us, not them. We're actually annoyed at ourselves. Let me explain to you. It's how denial works. See, we can never see anything in anyone else that's not operating in us. Now, I can hear you. You're like, stupid drivers. I don't drive stupid like them, or I don't do this, I don't do that. Well, let me show you. There's two forms of denial. There's direct denial and indirect denial. So direct denial would be something like, oh my God, I can't stand men who wear purple all the time and pocket squares and suits and sport coats. My God, they drive me insane. Well, who am I talking about? Myself, obviously. So what you're seeing in them is something you already do, and you're really beating yourself up for it, and you haven't forgiven yourself for it. Now, most people, that's not really how they're in denial. It's indirect. And this is the tricky one, because like I said, you're sitting there going, well, I don't do what they do. Well, this is how you find it. I'll give an example from my life. I can't stand. So what you're looking for is a judgment. Anything you judge, blame, criticize, hate, or any type of pet peeve, all right? You're actually talking to yourself. So one of my pet peeves, one of the things I judge all the time is bad manners. Men who don't open the door, pull out the chair for a woman, and oh my God, I go crazy. When a woman gets up from the table and they don't stand, drives me insane. Or bad table manners. People chewing with their mouth open, or using their knife to shovel, the food onto their fork. I grew up with very old school aristocratic manners. Those are, the newer European, everyone uses it, but it drives me insane because I grew up differently. Now, here's my judgment. When I see all of that, men who, I know a lot of women get upset now if you pull out their chair and stand up. They're like, I'm a woman, I don't need that. Well, that's just something that matters to me. But whenever I see that happening, someone eating that way, chewing with their mouth open, or shoveling food like that, or elbows on the table, my judgment is, my God, that's so barbaric. And see, that's what you're looking for, is the word you use to judge them with. Barbaric. Well, look at me. There are times when I'm eating that, I'll cover my mouth if I'm talking, but you should never talk with your mouth full. It's barbaric. So I'm talking about something I already do. But even worse, I swear all the time, like I have the world's worst mouth. Well, there is nothing more barbaric than somebody who swears. So see, it's indirect. I'm seeing somebody's manners. I don't do that. I always, I eat much differently than everything I said I judge and hate, but I do it indirectly. I swear. I mean, there are parts of manners I don't, always, I always cover my mouth, but I'm talking with my mouth full. That's barbaric. I'm talking to myself. And so the solution is this: to look in your life, where are you judging them, this annoying person or thing, whatever it is. Look in your life for the judgmental words that you use and go, oh my God, I do it in this way. And I haven't forgiven myself or reconciled that part of myself. I'm judging me. The person I'm annoyed at is me. Because inside, I know there are times, I don't swear all over the place, but there are times it sneaks out where it's not appropriate. Or even if it's so-called appropriate, inside I'm like, God, I'm swearing too much. So it's eating at me, and so now I'm projecting that self-anger out on people who have manners that are different than me, okay? Here's the beauty of that. This is why learning about denial is a lifesaver, because see, when you're in the position of judging somebody and being annoyed by somebody, you're a prisoner. They own you. right? Because I'm sitting at a table, I'm watching another man with so-called poor manners, and he owns me. I'm a total victim, right? But see, when you turn that annoyance around on yourself, what happens? I can solve that. All I have to do is stop swearing so much. That's it. And it goes away. So that's the beauty. When somebody or something annoys you, you're really screaming at yourself, this is a piece of myself I want to heal and ultimately forgive myself for. And see, that gives us our power back. We're no longer a victim. When we are always the problem, that means we are also always the solution. So don't forget that, okay? Well, you can forget it if you want to. You don't have to do what I say, but something to think about and see if that works for you, all right? Have a great day.